Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a quick unboxing to do for you. This right here is from Derek Costa. So he is the designer, owner behind Ohlone knives. And you guys saw the Ohlone knives GOAT version 2 on the channel. That was an Urban EDC Supply exclusive knife, but he also sold different variations directly through himself. You can reach out on Instagram, which is what I did recently. I said, hey man, what do you have new right now? Or what do you have I haven't tried yet? And he kind of gave me a rundown. And there's a model called the Rumson, which is like a smaller version of the GOAT, basically. Which is already a pretty small knife at like right at 3 inches, maybe right under 3 inches. And the Rumson is like 2.5 inches. Maybe even less, I'm not sure. And then there's the Butron, which is a little bit bigger and kind of looks like the GOAT. And that's the one I went with. It comes in a carbon fiber variation, which is what I got. And then there's one with like a red and black handle. He also has a model called the Rodeo, which is a micarta kind of, it's a little goofy looking, like it kind of looks like a cowboy knife sort of. That's the vibe I get from it, but it's not really my style, so I don't know if I'm going to try that. That one's made by Riot. I believe the Rumson is made by Riot, but the Butron is made by We. The Rumson may be made by We as well, I'm not sure, but this was $270, I believe. I believe they retail, he sells them for $270. I think I paid $250. He probably hooked me up because I already bought from him before and I'm going to review it. And I asked basically. So there's that. And I think he has one other model coming out soon. It's basically the GOAT, but in an Axis lock model or Axis style lock, which looks pretty cool. I think We is making that one as well. The unboxing knife is going to be the Vero Engineering Mini Impulse here, guys. I've been carrying this a lot lately just because I'm really liking it. And, it's just a really cool knife. And I'm waiting for the Axon to show up. So, yeah, this is really cool. The only gripe I have so far with it is the clip. It just doesn't work that well. It goes in like to here, and then I have to really shove it the rest of the way in. And it's a bit annoying, to be 100% honest. So it has made short work of this. Now, I know that the Riot made knife that I got from him, the packaging was not very great. I didn't like it. It was just a box, basically. And this seems to be the same kind of thing, just right off the bat. You can see here it's a completely destroyed box that says Made in China. So not a great presentation. That's one of the criticisms I have so far for Derek, if he's curious. Ohlone knife stickers here, guys. Those are pretty cool. Put those with the stickers. So yeah, this is just gonna fall right out of this cardboard box. Man, this is not even a box I'm thinking about keeping. Like, I usually keep all my knife boxes, right? But what's the point? Like, there's no marking, there's no Ohlone knives, there's nothing on here. Like, it's basically pointless to keep. So I am actually just going to throw this away because I have too many and it's not worth it anymore. It comes in this pouch. See here, it is a bit larger than the GOAT. I wish I had it here to compare for you guys, but I sent it off to my buddy Brad, mild-mannered EDC, great dude in the community. Please go check out his channel and his Instagram if you haven't. We recently did a collaboration review type thing where we bought a knife together, and he just posted his review. It's the Acta Non Verba Z100, I think. And he's sending it back to me, and I'm going to do my review. And just kind of cool to work with a cool dude like that. So that is where my GOAT is, because I thought he would really like it. I think he would like this too. So check it out. We have a titanium bolster lock knife here with the carbon fiber handle scale, I guess, or overlay, whatever you want to call it. It looks very well done. And again, this is made by Wii, guys. So we're probably looking at looks like we got T8s all around. Good job, Derek. You must have made them do that. We have the same classic Ohlone knives clip here. Absolutely love their titanium clips, man. This guy nails it with the little details on a knife. Centering is dead on, Wii style. And the question really is going to be on the detent here, guys. I know Wii usually does a good job, but it's not Riot, right? So let's see how she does. Oh, boy. That's not good at all. It's a flopper, guys. Holy cow. I mean, yeah, if I light switch it, it shoots out, but man, after having that Ohlone knives goat, this is pretty disappointing, to be honest. I know I get hung up on this guy, so I'm gonna move on, okay? So with the knife open here, we have a bead blasted drop point blade, which is pretty cool. It's not like it's not the best look. Would I have liked a satin? Maybe, but this is pretty cool. The action on the close is not bad. It's got a little bit of a gritty sound to it when you close it. You can listen. So, that'll probably work itself out, I would hope. Maybe I could take it apart and clean it, and that'll get it going on the close, or maybe drop a little KPL in. But yeah, when I go to do the detent test, it's a big flop, guys. I mean, go to the break, and it just goes halfway. But I mean, if I really actually try to flip it, I am such a terrible nitpicker, aren't I, guys? And with a little bit of use and some KPL and probably a disassembly, I'm sure this thing will be singing. But I'm a bit disappointed in Wii, because this is probably the second knife in a row from them I've had where the detent is just a little bit light, like on the Scorpion from Off Grid Knives. It's just a little light. Again, if you try to flip it open, it goes. This is going to be CPM 20 CV. I doubt you're going to see that down there. And that is the only marking on this knife on the outside, which is pretty cool. I do like the design here. It looks like the back spacer is carbon fiber. Yeah, it looks to be carbon fiber. It's going to be hard for you to see that as well just because it's black. But these carbon fiber scales are really nice. The titanium's well done. This is a bit of a girthier, beefier knife than the goat was. In hand with the rounded kind of handle here. This feels really good. You have the finger guard flipper right here, and you could choke up if you wanted to, but you really don't want to do that. But you have good control here. The clip is a minor hotspot because my finger happens to land like right here where it kind of comes up a little bit. But other than that, it's very ergonomic. Being Wii, I'm sure this is a very good thin behind the edge blade and a good slicer. So those are all good things. Feels good in hand. It's an interesting design. I will say that this is a bit of a hot spot right here, this little lip on the clip. That's not how the goat is. It doesn't have that curl at the end, so it doesn't catch your finger. So just depending on where I land, and I'm kind of tending to land right on top of it. So yeah, that's interesting. Good disengagement on the bolster lock. I am kind of curious why he didn't go with Riot on this one. I don't know if it's because of the carbon fiber and everything. It would have gotten really expensive maybe. And he didn't want it to cost $300+ for us to buy, which is fair enough. It's already $270, right? So I do like how there's carbon fiber around the pivot. See, there's like a pivot ring there, and that is actually carbon fiber around that. So that's very interesting, really cool there. Yeah, I'm really noticing when I'm disengaging, when I'm doing certain things, this little spoon right here is digging into my fingers. So that is definitely a hot spot. That's something to consider, guys. You have a good point on here. We have relatively, it's just kind of a neutral blade stock. It's not thin, it's not thick, and it's kind of a moderate size as well. You're looking at 3 1/4 inches on the blade, I believe. Here is a Benchmade bug out. So this knife is bigger than you would think coming from Ohlone. Usually he does a lot smaller knives. This is probably his biggest. I don't know if the Rodeo is bigger than this or the same size. It just has very interesting lines. It's very curvy. You know, I don't have anything really else like it. And I haven't seen these out in the wild much. I never see these on like Knife Swap or really Instagram unless it's Ohlone posting them. So I don't know if they're just not selling or they're selling to different people or what. But it's definitely a cool knife. I'm glad I picked it up. This flipper is definitely starting to dial in a bit more. I think it just needed to loosen up a little bit. You know how I usually am, guys. Right out of the box, I'm a nitpicker. And I'm trying to work on that. See? I didn't just let it ruin my unboxing here. So I'm having a good time flipping this thing. And it's just going to keep breaking in. I'm going to add some oil, probably clean it out, make sure there's nothing in there. And I really do actually like this knife right out of the box. It's a cool offering. They always carry well when you're talking about Ohlone knives. Let's see. Yep, it's a little bit stiff on the tension, but it goes in and out, no problem. So yeah, cool knife. This is the Ohlone Knives Butron, Butron, I believe. So check it out. If you want one, reach out to Derek on Instagram at Ohlone Knives. Really cool dude. He's happy to chat with you. He's a fellow lefty. And it's just, I really like to support these American makers, even though these knives are made in China. The money is going to an American maker. So I'm happy to fund that and help promote it. So, yep, that's it, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.